big men. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. The backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. Nice D from Brooks. And so Brooks will bring it up for Memphis. Payne finds Morant. And he goes right over to Angelo Russell and slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Edwards dishes to Russell. Edwards drives in. The rebound by Steven Adams.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
Prince against Payne from 11 feet away. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Russell against Morant, and finished off by Morant.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
Russell inside, guarded by Morant. That's good from Edwards on the assist by Prince.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
And this is why you get the ball into his hands. Let him establish the pace and rhythm of the game.
Here's Morant, and the rejection by Towns. Edwards with it, now defended by Payne. Gobert with a wide-open look, releases from the wing and drills it.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
A 3 from Morant. Sinks the triple. Morant's got 7 points.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Prince finds Edwards. Kicks it out to Prince. Just 5 on the clock. Gobert puts the move on and finished off by Gobert.
And this is what Rudy Gobert's job is. Be a force on the glass.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Morant drives in and then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Here's Edwards to the middle. Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Morant against Edwards. Brooks with no one around. A 3-pointer off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 3. There's the triple. It's deflected. Stolen by Brooks. Here's Morant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Absolutely fearless. Morant willing to put his body on the line in order to make plays.
And he makes both free throws.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
And relentless in his attack. Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
Prince, the pass to Russell. Here's Edwards. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Wow, great defensive play by Anthony Edwards, engaged on that end of the floor right now.
And the basket is good. Gobert's got 8 points.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Morant with a wide open look. Hits the three-point bomb.
And no question, Morant has the range. Now he's working on the consistency, but the shot looks good.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break.
Please give a big round of applause.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. And he slams it down right on top of Carl Anthony Towns.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam.
The kick out to Towns. The pass to Prince. Brooks grabs the board. Memphis leading by 10. At the elbow, Adams. And Adams with the slam.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Russell looking around. To the paint. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Adams. With the crossover, and Morant will lay it in. Morant's got the lead up to 14 now for the Grizzlies.
And it just seems like Morant is always ready to outwork the defense. A big effort pays off for him there inside.
Prince with it. He's picked up by Brooks. The kick out to Towns. 5 to shoot. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And here's Edwards from the arc. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Prince against Brooks. Second chance shot. That's tipped.
Rejected by Brooks. Part of why he's stuck as a second rounder. Dillon gives great effort on defense.
Timberwolves trail by 14. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Morant passes to Bain. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Timberwolves have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. And evaluating defenders goes well beyond blocks and steals. So, Doris, when you're doing a game, what are some of the things that you look for and that teams are looking for?
Activity, attention to detail, deflections. Is the person switchable? Can they guard the elite wing scorers? In addition to size and length, do they have lateral quickness? So many things go into quality defense.
Hustle from deep three-point territory. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Now here's Morant for the three. And the dunk by Jackson.
A point who knows his role. Ja loves setting guys up, always looking to pass him.
Edwards dishes to Russell. Back to Edwards. Stolen by Brooks. And here we go. Fast break and Morant. Oh,
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip, can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair. Boy, young talents like Anthony Edwards, so exciting to watch. You know, you've got to adapt to the NBA and continue to grow and reach your potential. But there's this infectious joy and a great smile that he plays with.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And the Grizzlies with possession. They're on a 15-1 run. Brooks for three. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Out to Russell. This one for three. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds in this game. And a wide open look for Payne. Offline with his 3. Left side, Towns. Adams taking his time here. The 3. Rebound, Minnesota. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Russell. And he banks in the layup.
Well, in the open floor, D'Angelo Russell understands he can be special.
Now here's Morant. That will count. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. All right, thank you, David. Folks.
Your Grizzlies, 33. The Timberwolves, 13. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. A 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. From deep 3-point range, Towns the pass to Gobert. Offensive rebound. Out to Russell. Here's the 3. No good that time. And the Grizzlies leading by 18. Passes it to Jones. And stolen by Russell. Prince outside. He dishes it to Russell. Fires from deep. The shot misses. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. 22 is their biggest lead. Pass to Concho. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And we're just about a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of basketball. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his 1st foul. Jones drives in. Pass to Concho. Memphis moving that ball around. Gobert with the block.
9'9" standing reach. Rudy Gobert twice on the pipes.
And here's Prince outside. And it's Towns missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 18. Here's Concho. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And the 2nd free throw, good. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Green passes to Clark. Right side, Green. Off target from three-point range.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stop.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window, and exploits it.
Jones looking for an opening, and stolen by Russell. And now here's Prince, the fast break opportunity. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. No good on the triple. The dish to Clark. And it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Outside, Russell uses the glass to finish the layup.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
And here's Jones. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Edwards inside. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Jones against Russell. The pass to Concho. Back to Jones. On the wing, Green. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Towns. And Towns throws it down.
That's easy money for Karl Anthony Towns. Gets in close range and leaves no doubt.
Towns against Jones. Outside, Green. Out left to the wing. From downtown. And stolen by Prince. For three, Edwards. It's Clark with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. Looked good from here.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Edwards from the arc. He can't hit that time. Here's Conchard. Edwards defending. Jones, no luck. Edwards passes to Prince with 1 on the clock. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies lining a fifth.
Please give a big round of applause.
Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for you.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this team to become competitive. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams and it's center. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And finished off by Morant.
Yeah, you got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
And that one's good. Russell.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Morant against Edwards. Morant reaches to Adams. Outside, Bain. Morant outside. There's the feed to Adams. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Grizzlies lead by 15.
Have to respect Morant's activity on the offensive glass. Has an outstanding feel for when to go and attack the board.
Outside, Russell. Back to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Jackson. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. A
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Morant outside. And finished off by Morant.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
And here's Edwards from the arc. The Grizzlies pull it in. Brooks has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The 3 from Morant. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Prince's shot is good.
This guy has spent his career underrated. Prince can stretch the defense and do a lot of little things for you.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Russell kicks to Edwards. Lets it fly from 18.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Loads it up there for Morant. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
And Russell puts up a deep 3. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Brooks against Prince. From deep. And that one's good. Morant's got 35 in the game.
Now that is impressive. It's clear Morant has made the effort to keep expanding his range.
.143 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Russell passes to Edwards. And that time, also a missed shot. And Adams has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Brooks kicks to Morant. From deep three-point range, Minnesota with the rebound.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Such a wide open look. Russell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Memphis.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ja Morant.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now Russell. Clock at 6. The tray. That shot off. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
So the Timberwolves win the tip. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward. Powell with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Here's Leonard. It's deflected, and they recover it. Zubac finds Leonard. To the inside. Oh, got a piece of it. And Edwards puts up a deep 3. Paul George pulls it in.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
He rifled that one in from distance.
Not sure when Kawhi saw him, but the fact is he did, and he delivered. That's a great pass. And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
Russell, the pass to Towns. 5 to shoot. Now here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brett.
BA, with all of that experience, is able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
Now here's Gobert. Edwards for 3. Drops in the 3.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Russell against Wall. George outside. Here he goes. Oh,
yes, sir.
Oh, wow.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Pass to Edwards. Again, the Timberwolves score.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Powell. For 3, George. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
And more, it should just sink in that Paul George is one of the most accurate three-point shooters in the league.
Outside Russell. Edwards for 3. The 3 is up. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but BA, those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Minnesota in the lead. Outside Russell. The kick out to Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. The shot off that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's Powell. Good work defensively by Russell.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Here's Leonard. Chalk up 2 there.
That's tenacious play in the paint from Kawhi. Just insisting on getting to that shot.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. And it's Russell on the drive. Pass to Prince. Here's Towns. To the paint. Out to the right wing. With the 10-footer. The putback. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
Here's Wall, looking for his first basket, still in this one. There's 47 seconds left in the opening quarter. Leonard for 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. 2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it.
Edwards against Powell. Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
George, no good. Minnesota's gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. To the middle. Outside for Russell. Back to Towns. Pass to Gobert. With 4 on the clock. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Gobert's got 6.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. 8 points in the quarter, showing how... Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
And getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo, and it's George in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That'll belong to John Wall. Well, Brent, comparing eras, a touchy subject. But how do you juxtapose the era of your father, Rick, in the 60s and 70s, to your era, and even nowadays?
Well, I think between the rule changes, the adoption of the three-point line, and the skill and growth and all the technology and science behind players, that it's really, really difficult to look back 25 years ago and compare the game. Just the game itself, let alone talking about players and their skills.
And after a series of major injuries, Wall still remains one of the more athletic players in this league.
Powell with a steal. Wall with it. Russell covering. Leonard outside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
You think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
That BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100%, a priority for him and the team.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Now Gobert. Pass to Prince. Back to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Leonard for 3. Prince grabs the miss. The Timberwolves shooting 67% for the game. Just outstanding. Outside Russell. Pass to Gobert. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The Clippers trail. Leonard for 3. And the Clippers miss again.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Left side, Russell. Gobert with it. No good with a layup. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And the basket by Leonard.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Pass to Prince. Over George. Wall against Russell. The 3 ball. No luck on that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
Getting up and finishing with muscle. Love seeing Wall attack the basket with ferocity.
Russell against Wall. Russell pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
An awesome athlete. It's fun watching Gobert get up and hammer it down with force.
Leonard outside. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. George against Edwards. Gets a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback.
Aggressive play by Towns on the glass. Recapturing possessions so he can take it right back up.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. George outside. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
Paul George has such a deep bag on the offensive end. Polished scorer, and tough to keep him away from hot spots on the floor.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And the bucket is good. Ball's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Paul George doesn't just score. He can pass it as well. He's a great all-around player.
Here's Russell. Here's Prince. Now covers. Inside, Gobert. Outside for Russell. Pass to Prince. Clock at 6. Here's Edwards going inside, and Edwards slams it in.
I like how Taurean Prince moves the ball, consistent at getting it to his teammates within the offense.
Zubac finds Wall. George outside. Out to Leonard. It's Powell on the wing. Offensive rebound. Back to Leonard. He got it up. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And we finished off 1/2 of play. Timberwolves ahead, up 8. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And if you're just joining in, 1/2 is in the books, 1/2 to go. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Jordan McLaughlin out there with Jalen Noel. Then there's Nas Reed. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's McDaniels in at the 4.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Minnesota in the lead. Here's Noel. Outside McDaniels. Back to Noel. To the paint. Here's Reed. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Clippers shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Down low. Oh, deflected. McDaniels from long range. Sinks the tray. McDaniels got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Kennard outside. For 3, Covington. McDaniels with some nice D. Minnesota's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup.
Well, I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with urgency, but not desperation.
Here's George. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Anthony Edwards. Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Leonard. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Defensive foul. Carl Anthony.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
The guy who keeps to himself quite a bit, Kawhi Leonard, more tries to lead by example and holds himself to the highest standards on the floor.
Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Now George. Wall, the pass to Powell. Leonard, right side. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside Edwards. Offline with a 3. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Great dribble move there. Kawhi using refined ball handling skills to get wherever he needs to on the floor.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Clippers have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Here's Wall. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. And now just a 2-point Minnesota lead.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, just helping them get back into their offensive flow.
Here's Leonard. And he hits it to tie the game. Leonard's got 7 now in this quarter.
And just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they pay the price.
Here's Russell. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Outside Edwards. He takes it in. Oh, I mean, just spin out, man. Wow.
And make it happen.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. George's shot is good.
PG playing behind the pick and roll, able to use his size. And a pretty good decision that time with the basketball.
And Edwards puts up a deep 3. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Edwards got 18 points in the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
George with it. 15 points in the game. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Not afraid that time as PG goes right at the defense to make that play happen.
First one falls for him.
At the line for your Clippers, Paul George.
George hits them both.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
For Minnesota, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Outside Russell. Puts up a 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
First team.
Russell embracing the contact that time and wants to get his way to the free throw line.
D'Angelo Russell taking 3 shots.
And he nails the 3rd. Here are the Clippers. They're on a 16-7 run. Right side Wall. Leonard for 3. Pure from three-point range. Leonard's got 10 points now, just in this quarter. Pass to Prince. 30 seconds left in the third quarter here. Russell with the ball. Picked up by Powell. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. The Clippers have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. George's shot is good. And now a three-point Los Angeles lead.
Well, Paul George can play in the supportive role, and then he can do things like that where he just decides to take over.
Prince down low. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one. Ooh, it's stolen away. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Clippers. And that court. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. At small and power forward, it's George and Leonard. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. And it's Zubats in at the center position, filling out the middle. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's George. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. George has got 11 points here in the second half.
The defense tightens up, so he adjusts. Nice play.
Pass to Prince. Gobert with a screen on Powell. Prince. Off target from outside. The Clippers in the lead. It's Powell on the wing. Outside Wall. It's blocked by Gobert.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
The Clippers shooting 52% from the floor so far. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, the defense looks helpless trying to contain them in the open floor, and they've continued to exploit this advantage.
Well, something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. As we head down the stretch, he said to his team, quote, "We can win this. I believe in you guys, but we have to make some plays because we know they're going to." Back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And he makes a first.
And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career.
George hits them both. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone now. And here's Russell. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, Russell's such a natural scorer and capable of connecting from just about anywhere.
George outside. Pass to Leonard. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 5.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
And the foul called on Paul George.
Paul George.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Russell against Wall. Russell to pass to Towns. Here's Prince. Takes a 3. The shot, no good.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Powell finds George. Now here's Russell. Pass to Prince. And here's Edwards outside, getting it to fall there. He's 8 of 15 in the game.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
Leonard with a screen on Russell. Wall, the pass to Leonard. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Wall's got his 4th assist in this one. Wall against Russell. Towns up top. Pass to Prince. With the drive. Here's Gobert. Back to Towns. Second chance effort. And Russell finishes it off. Russell's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, D'Angelo Russell not scared of the big moment.
2 minutes.
Outside Wall.
2 minutes.
it in with a nice touch off the window.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Pass to Edwards. And the layup falls. Edwards got 10 points here in the second half.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
George passes to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Tipped. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
1:19 left in the fourth. Russell into the lane. Deflected. George outside. Powell's shot is off. Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Pass to Gobert. Outside Edwards. To tie it up. Count it.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. George, a screen on Towns. Here's Leonard. Yeah!
And as a defender, you are left somewhat helpless to stop that. Leonard with too many moves in his arsenal and a flood of ice water in his veins.
Russell, pass to Edwards. To the middle. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Here's Gobert. Oh, he nails it. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within 1. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And Minnesota calls time here. They trail by 1. 15 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thought?
They could pressure the inbounds pass and go for the steal first, but if that's unsuccessful, you have to be ready to foul.
And an intentional foul right there.
D'Angelo Russell. Second personal foul.
Good on the first, and that'll put him up 2.
At the line for your quarter.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Couldn't have asked for anything better there. Only a 3 can tie it now.
Outside Russell, pass to Edwards, over Wall. Edwards can't hit. So it's the Clippers taking the W in a close one. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. So alongside Grant hit.
And Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. And for the Suns, Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Crowder is screen on Edwards. Booker the pass to Paul. On the wing, Bridges, just 5 to shoot. Takes the 3, and he's good on the 3 ball.
You know, Paul won't miss an opening that good. He quickly feeds the ready shooter, and it's all she wrote from there.
Russell kicks to Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. He dishes it to Gobert. Count the basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Booker. Bridges outside. For 3. A shot by Paul, no good. And here are the Timberwolves. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group. That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And it's Towns penetrating. Nice move. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Towns has got his second basket of the game.
Well, that time Towns showing you that he has the physicality to beat the contact. Defense has to do a lot more than that to stop him.
Now here's Booker. The kick out to Crowder. Phoenix, no good that time either. The Timberwolves have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Outside, Russell. Over Paul. Russell finds Towns. Booker looking around. Paul right side. Driving in. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Here's Booker. Gobert knocks it away.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Now Prince, after the missed 3 from Jay Crowder. Gobert, no good. Suns trail by 3. Booker with no one around. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Prince kicks to Towns. Right wing. Gobert with a wide open look. Another miss by Minnesota.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Bridges, no one around him. And the Suns miss again. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Prince the pass to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Crowder is screen on Russell. Spins home. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Timberwolves leading by 5. Edwards dishes to Gobert. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. Mikal Bridges picks one up, and he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
Booker in the post. Edwards defending. Here's Ayton, and out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. 30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Edwards. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Inside. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
And stolen by Booker. It's tipped. And so it's Minnesota with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game.
And please give a big round of applause for your son,
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Minnesota.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up and forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Gobert with a screen for Russell. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ball outside. Kicks it out to Booker. Shoots the 3. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Pass to Towns. Over Crowder, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Jake Crowder.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl-Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Kicks it out to Booker. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Towns. Count that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut to just 7 on the basket from Devin Booker.
The quick, clean shot there from Booker. Strong mechanics give him great accuracy.
Outside Edwards. Here he goes. And Edwards with the stuff.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Bridges kicks to Crowder. Drops in the tray. Crowder's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the help.
It's Edwards on the wing. And they get it back. Bucket is good. Gobert's got 7.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
And here's Booker from the arc. It's rebounded by Towns. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Prince misses. Suns trail by 8. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you. Shot by Paul, nobody around. Phoenix, no good that time either. Minnesota leading by 11. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Prince, the pass to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Booker. Edwards fires from way outside. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Lets it fly. Here's Bridges. And such a nice move to make the basket work. Bridges got his second basket.
One tough customer. Bridges fighting for the basket in close.
Here's Edwards. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct. Just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Towns. Rivers, he's checked in for Taurean Prince. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Russell. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Rivers finds Reid. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. McDaniels passes to McLaughlin. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
For three, Booker. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And shot on the way. Here's McLaughlin.
There's the tenacity of Chris Paul.
All right, Dave, thank you. And
14, the Timberwolves, 28. Fans, get ready for the Cavaliers.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. We've got Rivers. McDaniels is out there with Reid. And it's Noel in at the 2-guard. Now, here's Shamet. D right on him. Johnson can't hit. Minnesota leading by 16. There's the steal. The Suns shooting their first free throw of the game.
First personal foul.
That's good from Johnson. And it's the Suns with the ball. Here's Shamet. Drake with it. And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
Here's McLaughlin. 90 seconds now into the second half. Reid, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, I tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Lee, left side. Puts it up from 12. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Noel passes to Reid. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
For Minnesota, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Now, here's Shamet. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Johnson outside. Just 5 on the clock. And Craig has it in the corner. Another three for Phoenix.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Here's McLaughlin. He's covered by Shamet. McLaughlin, no good.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Johnson kicks to Sharich. Stolen by McDaniels. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. Johnson right side. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Timberwolves leading by 12. Here's McDaniels.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Rivers against Craig. From past the arc, it's stolen by Johnson. From downtown, Craig passes to Lee. Craig sets the screen for Lee. Out to Sharich. This one for three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. There's the pass to Noel. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touch by Lee. And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Prince against Booker. Prince dishes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
20 feet out. Out that one in. And the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Booker.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Prince, the pass to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. It falls for his 5th field goal tonight. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Kicks it out to Booker. Jacks up a three. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Out to Edwards. Launches it. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. Edwards against Booker. And the rejection by Ayton.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
And a deep three from Booker. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Ball against Russell. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, I tell you what, such a smooth, tight handle. I mean, especially for a guy with a 6'5" frame and 6'9" wingspan.
Pass to Booker. Pass to Bridges. No good. Shot missing. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Tries the spin move. Now the feed to Towns. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Gobert with the block. Towns for 3. They get the rebound. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Minnesota?
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
Well, let's make sure we don't overlook the steals they've been able to get now. Those forced turnovers have helped them put points on the board and in their pocket.
A nice shot by Booker.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Pass to Prince. Back to Towns. Takes the three. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Ball kicks to Booker. Fires the three. Sinks the three-pointer. Booker's got 6 points in the quarter.
And he's got plenty of range and the confidence to match. Booker believes he's going to hit every three he takes.
Back to Bridges. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Gobert kicks to Towns. Three-pointer. Crowder pulls it in. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. A 12-point game. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Good for his 6th make and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at it.
1:41 left here in the 4th quarter. Bridges against Edwards. Booker outside. Ball outside. Off the mark and a chance to trim it to single digits. Towns wide open. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
This one is all but over. I mean, what a ferocious and commanding performance
for the Timberwolves.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And watched him all night long. No one could really stop him. Just another excellent game it was for Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, and he was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone.
Outside, Russell. From deep. Crowder pulls it in. Phoenix with the ball. Down by 12. Booker up top, defended by Towns. Here's Ayton. It's deflected.
Excellent toughness on the defensive end, and that's what Prince does. He's got size, and he's got the will to defend at a high level.
Edwards passes to Russell. From deep three-point range, they get it again. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Phoenix ball.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. And in the win, a comfortable win.